I'm very curious to find out what are those butterflies on his pants?
No, I think they're ducks.
I can't
Are
see
those
that
ducks
part.
on your pants?
Oh, they're
What's
crazy
that?
grouse.
Grouse. Wild
Grouse.
grouse.
Grouse. It's a joke. They are ducks, actually.
Okay,
Oh.
what are grouse?
Wild,
Like, they're just,
wild,
you know,
wild
kind of
birds
bird.
in the forest.
Grouse.
Like hens. I think they're like hens.
They kind of
Like
run around
chickens.
like crazy.
They can be very violent.
Yeah.
Crazy grouse.
Should I be afraid of those pants?
Are you getting this?
I'm Giovanni Garcia-Finec. I'm the communications manager for the Armory show.
Communications manager.
Communications manager.
How long have you been with the Armory show?
Just about a year and a half, although I used to be an exhibitor at the fair for a few years before that.
When did the Armory show begin?
The Armory show, it started in 1999, but it actually goes back to 1994. It used to be a fair called the Gramercy International, and it was held at the Gramercy Hotel. And when it started out, it was maybe 50 exhibitors.
And
There were
today it's
234. Originally, the exhibitors at the Gramercy, I think, were charged $50 each to take part.
isn't that the
It's
same?
gotten a little more
wait,
expensive.
No. That's how much they charge the people who want to come today.
No, not quite. $30.
$30. So the theme of the inception of this show, I mean, what was the overall feeling for who started it and why?
It was started by 4 art dealers. It was started by Matthew Marks, Paul Morris, Colin DeLand, and Pat Hearn. And it started, and this has come up quite a lot this year, it started during the last art market crash. There was not much going on in the art world. There weren't many sales. The market was very depressed. And these 4 young art dealers, they were all contemporary art dealers, started thinking about wanting to do something to get things going. They felt like they basically had nothing to lose. They rented the hotel without even telling the hotel what they were doing.
Renegade.
Yeah, and it was a really big success right from the start. The first year was actually particularly legendary. There's stories about Tracy Emin being hung over and sleeping in a bed with like a quilt that she had made as an art piece, and people would be coming into the hotel room and seeing the art piece and Tracy underneath it. There was someone who was doing a performance in a bathtub. I don't remember what the details were. I was actually a student when I went and visited there. But I remember actually I was studying art with 2 friends, and we had this great idea when we went to it. We were so excited about this fair that we thought next year we should book a room and not tell them, and then pretend it's a gallery and show our own
you
work.
do it?
We didn't do it.
Originally, it was like kind of like a punk thing.
Yeah, it was very scrappy. It was
Yeah.
very kind of like by the seat of your pants.
Now it's like it seems really slick. Really, I mean,
Yeah, at some point, you
millions
know,
of dollars are being spent here.
yeah, last year we reported about 85 million in sales. And, you know, at some point you kind of have to grow up, you know. In 1999, it moved to the Park Avenue Armory, and that was where the original Armory show from 1913 was held, and that's where the name for the fair comes from. And for the past several years, we've been at the Piers.
most exciting for you about it?
I was personally, and this is very nerdy, but I was really excited about our new pier, where we are right now, Pier 92. This is the first year that we do modern art. It had always been contemporary art. And I'm just a really big fan of modern art. I love contemporary art, and that's what I've really dealt with most of my career, but I also just really love to see, like post-war abstraction, or even like older stuff. Like it's amazing to walk around and see like some Picassos, something that we'd never had before.
So what are some artists that you're interested in?
Well, one thing that everybody has really loved is Christine Hill. She is at the Ronald Feldman Gallery, and she has an installation called the Armory Apothecary. It's basically a pharmacy, and you can go up to her, and I think that there's 2 fees. I don't know what the difference is between them, but for $20 or $40, you can tell her what your problems are, and then she'll give you a prescription to take care of them. Kenny Scharf has a great, gigantic mural that he's working throughout the fair, like live, outside of Pier 94. And there's also a Kenny Scharf designed golf cart that's being driven around by someone in a spacesuit, that occasionally they're serving donuts.
A lot of this is performance art, sounds like. It's a big thing.
It's kind of like one of the things that stands out.
Reman gigam managa Purnata borasam gambol hagene Reman gigam da Reman gigam managa Purnata borasam gambol hagene
It's a wrap. All done.